I want to talk about the On Running Cloudflash. I'm actually a little bit afraid of this workout, Trainiacs. And how long do you think that I lasted? What's up, Trainiacs? Today, after about 3-4 weeks, and I'd say 100 kilometers, somewhere around 60 to 65 miles, I want to talk about the On Running Cloudflash, which is probably one of the better road racing shoes, track running shoes, basically the shoe that I'm going to use when I want to go fast. So this shoe here is 7.7 ounces. It's got a heel to toe drop of about 5 millimeters. It doesn't quite feel as much as 5 millimeters. So for people who like a more minimal shoe with a zero drop, I don't think you'll notice the difference between the heel to the toe being just half a centimeter in this shoe. I used it while I did a bunch of track work while I was in Vegas. Awesome. I've used it a lot here doing speed work, tempo work, getting up to a pretty high speed, getting ready for Ironman Austin 70.3. Very awesome. Where they didn't tend to feel great is two spots. Number one, in long runs. Now, I didn't feel like horribly beat up after doing a 21 and a 22K run with these shoes, but it's a really aggressive shoe. It's not made with a ton of cushioning. It's not made for long runs because it doesn't take a lot of the pressure off your body. So while yes, I did use it for a long run, do I recommend them for everyone using it for long runs, training runs, slow, steady runs where you want to take a little bit of the pressure off your body? Not really. The other place that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it is for off-road running. It's not what it's made for. That's not what road racing shoes are made for. As soon as I'd go over grass, gravel, even leaves, pine needles, wood chips, things like that, the traction became a little bit iffy. But when you're buying a road racing shoe, that's not really what you're in for. Now, speaking of going across gravel, one of my biggest problems with the... Oh crap, I don't have them anymore. The Cloud from 2016, hi Grace, did you have problems? Was that in these little pods here, anytime I'd go over pebbles, gravel, it would be getting in the pods. I did get a couple little pebbles right in here in the bigger pods, but it wasn't like the Cloud where the pods were so big in that gap that these Cloud runners are known for that I had to stop immediately and take whatever was out. Didn't happen that often in here. Now, as far as comfort goes, I really like these shoes as long as I was up to a really steady pace. My racing pace is around 4:30 per kilometer, somewhere around a 7-minute mile. And that 4:30 per kilometer feels kind of clunky. It's weird. Getting down to a 4-minute, 4:10, 4:15 kilometer, that's where these felt really good. Doing track work, speed work, tempo work. It's almost like your body wants to go fast with this. And because these shoes are so light, so nimble, it's like, doing that slow work doesn't feel like you're using these shoes for what they're made for. They're aggressive, they're fast, they want you to get up on your toes and have a nice upright body with a quick turnover. That said, they aren't harsh on the ground like a lot of road racing flats where like you can feel every pebble, every crack. It's not like that. They've actually got a fairly nice footbed that I would say is more on the stiff side than it is loose. So you've got a decent amount of structure that your foot arches aren't going to be in pain. You're just going to want to go a little bit fast. Now, talking about going sockless on this, I made the mistake of going sockless in the very first run that I ever did with this. And what happened was I developed a small blister. The next day, I went and did a long run, even with socks, and I bled through these shoes like crazy. And that's because the heel cup in this whole shoe, you can see that it comes up quite high, almost past where a little mini socket would go. So it's like there's a lot of structure here keeping your heel in, which allows you to be pretty stable when you're up at a high speed. But wait until you break these shoes in, as I did yesterday going sockless. By that time, it was totally okay to go sockless. But with this, to be perfectly honest with you, Petey licked these for a half an hour because they were so delicious to him. He's a killer. A couple of notes about these that you want to know if you're going to be buying them. Number one, go a half size down. I actually had to send the first pair of shoes that I got back. Even though I'm in between two sizes and I went to the smaller size, I even had to go to a half size smaller than I normally go. Like, these are the smallest shoes I have ever worn in life. Second thing, the On Running shoes always have laces that are really wispy and thin. It's like spaghetti laces, so give them a double knot. And then finally, the biggest thing that you need to know is that these things are bloody expensive. They are $210 for a road racing flat. And road racing flats aren't known for lasting a long time. Now, granted, the old Clouds that I had, they lasted ages. The foot pods, they don't cave in, they last a long time. I like that a lot, but just I don't imagine that this as a road racing flat is gonna last a super duper long time. And for 210 bucks, that is very expensive dollar per mile. So don't be shocked when you see that sticker price on the website. But overall, I'm a really big fan of On. I've tried now 2 different models of On runners. I like them. They feel fast, they feel firm. Under the foot, they feel good. They feel comfortable without being squishy. They feel aggressive without being harsh. Like, by the way, On, I'll be in Kona, and if you just have a bunch of extra shoes lying around, like, you know, I'll take them off your hands for you. So give them a try if you want to go fast. Cloudflash. I actually didn't intend that. That kind of rhymes. All right, Trainiacs. Brutal bike workout coming up right now. I'm actually a little bit afraid of this workout, Trainiacs. After the warm-up, there ain't nothing fancy about it. It's just 30 minutes, straight pain. How much can my legs and my heart take before they both give out? Or either give out. That's basically how Coach Pat described it in the workout. Wow. Well, depending on Coach Pat's definition of going well with that workout, I don't know if that went well. So here's how Pat explains that workout. This is a killer final workout to push through the last bit of energy you might have. I was really hoping I get to keep some. And I'm pretty sure if there was a smirking emoji in Training Peaks, he would have used it. After the 10-minute warm-up and then 12 minutes of ramping up to get your heart rate up, it's supposed to be 30 minutes at 297 watts, which for me is about 10% over what I should be able to hold for just 20 minutes. But here's the thing, if my heart rate goes over a ceiling, which in our case is 165, we're trying to keep my heart rate under 165 in a race, or if I can't hold that power, I take 2 minutes break and then start again. And how long do you think that I lasted? Well, the first time through, I lasted 6 minutes before my heart rate jumped over 165. I took my 2-minute break. Then I lasted 3 minutes. I took a 2-minute break. Then I lasted another 3 minutes. And then it says 3 strikes and the ride is over. So out of 30 minutes that was just supposed to be lung-bustingly hard, I lasted 12. I don't know what your plan was there, Pat, but that was an ego shot, friends. Oh my god. Now we rehydrate like the dickens. Have a fantastic day, Trainiacs. Tremendous, really.